Hello, you're watching GW News Recap. I'm your anchor Azan Jamir, bringing to you the top stories of the week. Let's have a look at the stories that matter to the headlines. The government of Nagaland has placed IAS officer Rani Wilfred, currently serving as Joint Secretary in the Finance Department, under suspension in connection with a criminal offence under investigation. The Nagaland Drugs Control Administration has cancelled the drug license of MS Medical Hall located in New Market, Dimapur, after it was found to be operating as an unregistered OPT clinic and dispensing medicines based on prescriptions issued by a fake doctor. In a significant breakthrough against insurgent activity in Assam, a joint operation carried out in the early hours of May 24 led to the apprehension of the senior ULFAI commander SS Brigadier Rupam Asom. And now the news in details. The government of Nagaland has placed IAS officer Rani Wilfred, currently serving as Joint Secretary in the Finance Department, under suspension in connection with a criminal offence under investigation. In an order issued and signed by Chief Secretary J. Alam on Wednesday, he was placed under suspension, citing a criminal offence under investigation. It was ordered that during the period of suspension, Wilfred will be headquartered at the Personnel and Administrative Reforms Department in Kohima, and that he not leave the headquarters without the Chief Secretary's permission. The order also said that during this period, he would be entitled to a subsistence allowance at an amount equal to leave pay he would have drawn if he had been on leave on half-average pay or half pay. In April, the Nagaland police had constituted a special investigation team to probe the allegation against Wilfred A., a 2015 batch officer from the Nagaland cadre raised by employees of IDAN. Soon after that, he was relieved of his position in the IDAN. However, several influential groups in the state, including the Naga Students Federation and the Naga Mothers Association, had demanded that he be placed under suspension until the end of the investigation. Wilfred has denied these charges and told that this was an attempt to force him to leave Nagaland. He had alleged that he had long been the target of framing by some unnamed top officials in the Nagaland government for not supporting a purported plan to draw the Nagaland government in 2016 and for acting against child trafficking in Naxalite district. He has been embroiled in a case in 2021 too for the alleged sexual assault of 2 minor girls during his term as DC of Naxalite district. That case is currently under trial in Twinsang. The Nagaland Drugs Control Administration has cancelled the drug license of MS Medical Hall located in New Market, Dimapur, after it was found to be operating as an unregistered OPT clinic and dispensing medicines based on prescriptions issued by a fake doctor. The Controlling and Licensing Authority under the Department of Health and Family Welfare, in its official order, stated that it took suo motu cognizance of the case and launched an independent investigation. It was found beyond reasonable doubt that the licensed pharmacy used by an unqualified person identified as Dr. B. Albert to treat patients and prescribe medicines without legal authority. The pharmacist's actions were found to be in clear violation of Section 18 Clause C, read to Rule 65 Sub Rule 9 Clause A of the Drugs and Cosmetics Rule 1945, which is punishable under Section 27, Clause D of the Drugs and Cosmetic Act 1940. The department also discovered that MS Medical Hall had obtained multiple intent approvals for the procurement and sale of Schedule H1 and other restricted drugs. However, no records of such sales were maintained, constituting a violation of Section 18B of the Act. Following these findings, the licensing authority issued a show cause notice under Rule 66 of the Drugs and Cosmetic Rules 1945, providing the license holders an opportunity to explain why action should not be taken. In response, the pharmacist's reply in Para B admitted to the existence of the OPT clinic within the licensed premise. The license holder claimed that no medicine had ever been sold without a doctor's prescription or through employees, but also stated that they had seldom visited the pharmacy. The self-contradictory statement was found unacceptable by the authority. The license holder has been directed to apply to the licensing authority for the disposal of the drugs in stock within 1 month from the date of cancellation. As per Rule 66A of the rules, the application must include details of the drugs along with the name, license number and address of the firm to which the remaining stock is to be sold. In a significant breakthrough against insurgent activity in Assam, a joint operation carried out in the early hours of May 24 led to the apprehension of the senior ULFA-I commander SS Brigadier Rubam Ason. The operation was launched around 4 a.m. in the Tinkopani area of Chagun locality in the Tinsukia district, following actionable intelligence provided by military intelligence units based in Kolkata. Security forces recovered one pistol and a hand grenade. During the raid, sources said that the operation is ongoing, with efforts underway to locate and apprehend additional cadres associated with the insurgent group. Earlier, Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma said that DMHA has lifted the APSPA from the Dibrugad district. Despite its removal from Dibrugad, the act will remain in effect in Tinsukia, Sibsagar and Charitod districts. The Chief Minister also highlighted the gradual reflection of the APSPA's coverage in Assam. The APSPA was originally imposed across Assam in 1990 during a peak in insurgent activities led by the United Liberation Front of Assam. Since then, it has been renewed every 6 months with periodic reviews leading to the gradual exclusion of certain areas based on prevailing security situation. Multi-crore online trading scam accused actor-cum-choreographer Sumi Bora was released from jail on May 22, a day after Guwahati High Court granted her bail. The court granted her bail saying the provisions of Paradya Nagarik Suraksha Sanhita were not compiled with at the time of her arrest while she was already in custody in connection with another case. Bora approached the court for bail in connection with a case registered at the Borbora police station. When the FIR in the Borbora police station was registered last year, she was in judicial custody in connection with a case registered at the Dibrugad police station. Justice Pradeep Jyoti Saikia, while hearing the petition, said when a person is already in custody in connection with an offence, if they are arrested in another case, then the subsequent offence is a separate offence for all practical purposes. This would necessarily imply that all rights conferred by the statute on the accused as well as the investigating agency in relation to the subsequent offence are independently protected, the judge said. The judge added that before arresting a person who is already in custody in a case in connection with another case, the procedure has laid down in BNSS is to be compiled with Article 22 of the Indian Constitution makes it mandatory to follow the said law. More than 26 Naxalites were killed in an encounter with security forces in the forest along with the border of Narayanpur, Bijapur districts in Chhattisgarh, officials said on May 21. A police aide was also killed and a police chawan was injured in the gunfight, they said. The encounter took place in dense forest between Abujmat and Intravati National Park area. Naxalites opened fire when teams of district reserve guards of police from 4 districts were out on an operation in Abujmat area following intelligence inputs about the presence of senior cadres of the MAT division of Maoist, police said. The joint forces of the Central Reserve Police Force and State Police launched 21-day Operation Black Forest from April 20 to May 11 to shatter the backbone of Naxals near Kariddukalu Hill at the Chhattisgarh-Telangana border. It neutralized 31 Naxals who had a bounty of 1.72 crore. A total of 214 Naxal hideouts and bunkers have been annihilated in the operation. Among the seized items were 450 IEDs, 808 BGL shells, 899 Cortex bundles, several detonators and other explosive materials. Moreover, approximately 12,000 kilograms of food supplies have also been recovered. The Union Ministry of Home Affairs has set 30-day deadline for states and union territories to verify the credentials of persons suspected to be illegal immigrants from Bangladesh and Myanmar who claim to be Indian citizens. The MHA has stated that the 30-day period, if their documents are not verified, they will face deportation. As per the order given by MHA, the states and UDs have been asked to invoke their statutory powers to detect, identify and deport illegal immigrants. They have also asked to establish sufficient district-level detention centers to hold individuals pending deportation. As per the MHA's instructions, all states and union territories should maintain A record of illegal Bangladeshi nationals and Rohingyas handed over the border forces and the Coast Guard for deportation and mandatorily share a report in this regard with the Centre on the 15th of every month. The instructions have also been issued to Directors General of the Border Security Force and Assam Rifles, forces that guard India's border within the two countries, officials said. In February, Union Home Minister Amit Shah had said strict action should be taken against any network that helps illegal Bangladeshi and Rohingya immigrants enter the country, obtain documents and facilitate their stay. The issue of illegal intruder is also related to national security and it should be dealt with strictly. They should be identified and deported. Well, viewers, that's it for this week's news recap. For more news like this, you stay connected to Global Window. Good night.